Hey y'all, what is up everybody? What is up YouTube? Sparky Mark here, and I'm back, y'all, to do another toy review. And this, folks, if you've seen these before, this is from our Articulate Heroes figure line of the Carnosaur creatures from the Carnosaur franchise. This is the T-Rex Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah, nasty and evil. Look at that. They definitely must have taken the sculpts directly from John Carl Buechler's design sketchbook, or the molds from the miniature figures. I mean, really, folks. If anybody, like I said in the comments before, has anybody seen Carnosaur's movies 1 through 3? And then there's the standalone the unofficial sequel Raptor, and then there's another film, the Eden Formula. Other territories call it Tyrannosaurus Rex, WRECKS. Let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, back to this. I mean, look at this design, folks. I mean, really, where in the heck would you get a figure like this? All detailed, sculpted design, maybe molded it. I'm not so sure of, but even the front looks a bit, very familiar, or maybe you're not so familiar with. Even, of course, in the Antarctic toys that came out 2 years ago, even though Andy's Dinosaur Review got his, but those who weren't able to get it, Antarctic toys turned out to be a fraud. I just don't get why. What up with that? Just as we're going to get Carnosaur toys, I mean, Jurassic Park got that, why not for Carnosaur? But Articulate Toys, I mean, Aulita Heroes figures answered the call for us. So yeah, you can move the head, you can, like this, move the jawline. Very sculpted detail with the arms. You gotta be careful with these. Whoever designed it did a fantastic job. Alrighty. The scale patterns, definitely it's from the larger version and the miniature versions of the T-Rex. And also, when you receive the figures, you gotta tighten these very, very carefully. You have to tighten it you have to get it from here. And also you can articulate the body, the legs, here. Think of this as the miniature T-Rex that Magical Media Industries made. The head. And just for the record and be clear, folks, this is the final boss. In each of the Carnosaur films, the T-Rex is the boss. There are different roars in the Carnosaur films, but like I said before, the T-Rex will be the final boss in the whole series. It's a big one. And look at the eyes. The claws. Legs everywhere. The tail. And if anybody remembers that VHS artwork from Articulate Toys, it's a statue, not a toy. You can still get that. I don't know if I have the room for it. I wish I can get a bigger space. Like, it could still drag its tail like modern day lizards. Wow. I'm articulating the figure. You liking that, folks, huh? So yeah, if anybody remembers the documentary I left on the 2 figures, especially for the retrospective of Carnosaur from Dino Diego, talking about the details of the miniatures to the larger scale, they had to do it forced perspective. Like right now, you're seeing a little forced perspective. Make something small to be bigger. That's what they did. And they had to use a lot of effects from opticals, forced perspective. Here it is. This is the best I can pose it with the tail gravitating. There we go, folks. Look at that. So yeah, best design from the folks at Aulita Heroes. Really, this is like directly patterns from the both versions scales of the dinosaur, of the T-Rex, the Raptor, the Deinonychus. Ladies and gentlemen of the world, if and this is only for fans who are into low budget movies and low budget creature feature films. So yeah, really, this is how you're going to get it. I'm not seeing any other companies doing these except for Antarctic Figures, if I said the name. So yeah, but I'll leave you the link in the description box for that one. But the way it's done, including the way how it is, including from the scenes in Carnosaur 2, where we like see the perspective from the heroes up to the villain. But you don't technically see the full body of the creature. Now you do see a full appearance of the creature. A very menacing creature. Yes, that's what you're seeing it. It's right in front of you. So yeah. Also, I'll send you the link in the description box from Clayton Ferrari, where I previously did post the video link for Tiptree's list, in which you're going to be seeing the Carnosaur trilogies. And of course, the T-Rex is going to, like I said, it'll be the final boss in the final act of each movie. The first two T-Rexes, well, first one was technically a female, which we didn't know until, a little bit hidden story on that one. That it lay eggs before it met its demise in the construction site at the end of the first movie. But among other things, folks, that was a hidden one. Like you can find that in Wiki, not in Wikipedia. Just Villain Creature Wiki, I believe it's what it's called. Maybe I'll leave that there. So yeah. So the first two T-Rexes stood on the ground and sustained blows, ruggedness from the bulldozers getting gutted, and then in the sequel, the second one gets gutted by bulldozer and shoved into an elevator shaft. But the third T-Rex, which is of course a female one that is asexual, it can lay eggs, and it's very territorial and very, very aggressive, the female T-Rex. And I have to say, it's a very, very menacing. So yeah, what do you all think? So yeah. I'm gonna do a little bit of posing. Right now it's going to be posing in a different upward angle. I gotta make sure I'm posing it's just very going to be difficult or hard. Alrighty, folks. So tell me, you guys dig low budget movies? You guys dig the T-Rex design? And in theory, from my perspective, they did kind of took the sketchbook or the molds from the miniature versions and the full scale versions. Must have taken some schematics or something to design these creatures directly from those low budget movies. So yeah, Articular Heroes nailed it to the wall with this one. Good details to the nose. So yeah, and anybody remembers the certain scenes from the movies, the T-Rex will always see a close-up in some sort of the full-scale version of the miniature versions during the final act sequence where we see fulliness with the T-Rex. So yeah, that is all there is to know about the design and articulations of the Carnosaur T-Rex. So yeah. Well, folks, if you like content like this or any other content on this channel, please click the bell and the subscribe button to be notified about new uploads. Like the videos, always appreciate thumbs ups. Have any opinion related to the content or the year that the content was released? Comments down below. And when I say click the bell, also be notified of YouTube posts. I often post whatever time I post on my videos at a certain time, so keep an eye on it both daily and weekly. You never know what's going to pop up, folks. You'll never know. So yeah, and to tell you what time the video is going to be posted to be sent, or you just click the notifying button on the video to make sure you're notified when it's about to be live. So you'll never miss it, y'all. You'll never miss it. And also, before signing off, let's give a shout out to the Thingabars, to the physical media collectors, the watch collectors, the toy collectors, autograph collectors, all you collectors out there. Shouts to you all, kitty cats and dogs. And let's give a shout out to my subscribers. You know who you all are. Shouts to you all, kitty cats and dogs. And also, if you heard recently last week, and especially I posted a video, Sony is making a very big mistake. And sooner or later, they're going to regret it, just like they did, just like Xbox and Microsoft did 10 years ago when they announced they were going to stop producing discs for their PCs, for their PC video games and such, and their video games as well. But they continued on doing it, and now and if anybody's heard about petitions for demanding Sony and PlayStation from stop producing disc. That's what I heard. A petition to yell Sony, do not go full on digital. We may own it, but we're not owning it. So yeah, I'm still disappointed for Grand Theft Auto 6. That is going to be all digital. Please, man. I just hope they don't do that. Pray, cross your fingers, and sign the petition. So yeah. So y'all, this is Sparky Marky Mark signing off. Y'all take care. God bless you. Enjoy Thursday, y'all. And later. Catch you on the next vid. Gotta go. Boop.